In fact, to some of us, working with you was like a graduate program in the university. Because it was like learning so many things. And I can assure you that we have learned a lot from you. So many things we learned from you. We are glad and happy that we worked with someone like you. Your Excellency, we want to assure you that we are totally with you and that our governor, His Excellency, Siminalaye Fubara, GSSRS, the governor of Rivers State, that we're going to give him the same 100% support that we give to you. That at any point in time we are called upon as council chairman, always count on us and also count on our loyalty and our support.
To give the governor undiluted support, not 99.1, 100% support. I say this because I know the politics. I know the local government is not as strong as it was supposed to be under the federal system of government. So let nobody mislead you. Let nobody tell you any kind of story. Your survival is God. But another person that your survival depends on is the local, is the state government, not through the government. So let nobody come and tell you this. No. Nigeria is not practicing true federalism. Nigeria is not operating like a true federal state. So you must differentiate between theory and maybe under this administration of Tinubu, maybe we may have some resemblance of operating a true federal system. If we are going to sing, we sing together. If we are going to win, we win together. We cannot say we are supporting Mr. President to win election and having won, and then we withdraw. No, it is support total. It is support total. Therefore, but whether you are in Senate, whether you are House of Reps, we have no choice but to support Godswill Akpabio as the Senate President and Tajuddin Abbas as the Speaker of the House of Reps. We say that without apologies to anybody. You don't need to be liked. I've told people support for the unity of Nigeria. And the unity of Nigeria is that the South side, should produce the Senate President.
On your mandate we Well, and we had a wonderful night rest. Amos Iziodgo, good morning to you. Lord Larry, good morning. Obina, Emmanuel, good morning. All right, so happy new week. You're welcome to another episode of our newspaper review. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. So I remain your host, Kere, and we'll be moving over to our newspaper review today. I'm starting with the Vanguard newspaper. Shocking revelation, June 12 annulment. What Nigeria must know about the plot. What Nigeria 103 degrees promulgated in 1993 alone to regulate elections. Securities chief stones neck chairman. Oh, is there going to be an election? Our efforts to give Nigeria the best election. Prof. Opri Musu. Prof. Yakubu's promise that crashed. That's on page 13 of the Vanguard newspaper. Use June 12 as lesson to drive Nigeria's development. That's on page 5. Coming from Edwin Clark, IBB, Atiko, Obi, Ghana, and others. Tinubu addresses the nation today. Activists protest high cost of living meet at Abiola's Ikeja home. Nigeria should be crisis free. This is coming from Clark. Democracy in bondage in Nigeria. Incumbents must stop influencing polls. This is coming from Atiku. Gains of June 12 can deepen our democracy. This is coming from the IBB. Annulment, a tragic mistake. This is coming from Jerry Kana. Don't take democracy for granted, Tinubu warns. And the image there is displaying the image of Clark. From the left hand side, you can see Clark, then IBB, Atiko, Obi, and Ghana. Then on page 8 of the Vanguard newspaper says banks orders trade blames as customers agony persists. And still on the fuel subsidy on page 9 says school owners go on seek government assistance. NBDPRA accuses ExxonMobil of oil theft. That's on page 12. Um, Plot to stop the Gary sneakings as more senators back its ambition. That's on page 10 of the Vanguard newspaper. And on page 19, you can see Orwell Lakimfa. She says the approach of some of the Western countries offend sensibilities of many African people. They need to understand that the challenge in Africa, not the sexual orientation of people. So it's kind of low. But the struggle for essential survival. And on page 31, that's on the spot, it says Donjokovic seal record 23rd Grand Slam tight. Please, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to click the subscription button and click on the notification bell so as to get notified. Then over to the Punch newspaper. It's a DSS seizes Emifele's passports, plans home, office search. That's on page 9 of the of the Punch newspaper. And still on the Democracy Day, Tinubu aides Miko Abiola promises to ease subsidy removal pains. That's on page 2. Court stops EFCC, ICPC, DSS from arresting Yari. Our administration shall consult and dialogue but never dictate. Nigeria will be impartially governed according to the constitution and the rule of law. And also, there's still the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in his inauguration address, which is signed below. And that's all on the Punch newspaper. Over to the Nation newspaper. Emefiele's exit and the fireworks before suspension. News pages 2 and 3 of the Nation newspaper. My Nigeria Health Story by ex-minister Sirika. Ministry got only 3 trillion naira, lawmaker 5% equity claims a lie. Shettima's last-minute push swings support for Akpabo's Abbas. Betsera Gadi quit race. We have 72 senators elect with us. Yari's group hopeful. And still on the June 12th, it says why we must defend our democracy. That's coming from Tinubu. Expect better deal from me. Judicial reform has started. Akpabo's sacrifice should not be in vain. Editorial on page 33. See also pages 4, 5, 49, 50, and page 51 of Donation newspaper. And still on the subsidy palliatives, more buses for Oyo State, free ride for pupils in Kwara. And that's all on the Nation newspaper. Then over to the Nigeria Tribune newspaper. Your sacrifice shall not be in vain, Tinubu tells Nigeria in first broadcast. Says Akpabo's Kudirat, Rawana Yar'Adua silenced from democracy by military junta. IBB Nadisco Atiku speak on June 12 emolument 30 years after. That's on page 24 and page 26. And race for speakership, Batara Gaji steps down for Abbas Kalu, considered on page 25. And where's Jazzy Meran yet to make position known? And the image displayed there says Yari for Senate President. I think that's a flyer. It's an advert. That's all on the Nigeria Tribune newspaper. Then over to the Daily Sun newspaper. It says fireworks over Emifele's suspension. That's on page 4 and page 30. Success says flowers by stakeholders. Expert predicts positive market outing amid suspension. NAS leadership. Beware of bad advisors. Southwest Group warns Tinubu. Coast clear for Sojun claim. Abbas as Albifara Yusuf Gojidi step down. APC Youth Group tips Kalu for victory. You can see that on page 26 and page 27 of the Daily Sun newspaper. Pledges to govern with fairness, respect for rule of law, democracy on bondage in Nigeria is coming from ex-vice president. Gains gains have not been exploited by leaders, says former military president. And then you can see the flyer there. The Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, and Senator-elect Abubakar Yari. And by the right, from the top, Senator El Kajim Shettima as Vice President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, and beneath it, Senator OJ Uzokalu. And the write-up there says, we need him to reveal the hope of Nigerians. I am ready to work with any elected representative from the National Assembly. Nigeria must survive. Nigeria must develop. Nigeria must develop. Nigeria must make progress. This coming from President Ahmed Bola Tinubu. SDC thanks Mr. President for his democratic values and reassurance on support for democracy. We will work for Nigerians and we will support Mr. President and Vice President to renew hope of Nigerians. The idea is for Nigerians to win. Mr. Oyewuwa, you're welcome. Good morning to you. All right, so over to Daily Trust newspaper. Batara Jadil stepped down for APC's Abbas. Kano governor resumes demolition of illegal structures. Still on the subsidy removal, road transportation costs complete with airfares. Bear with us on subsidy removal, Tinubu tells Nigerians. Promises investment in power, transportation, healthcare, and others. Pays tribute to Abiola's Yar'Adua orders. Use gains to deepen Nigerian democracy. IBB. And Atiku Obi reacts. Can see that and the reaction on page 4. And then beneath it is also the 10th Senate supports the progressive. And that's all on the newspaper today. Mr. Oyewa, good morning to you. Welcome to today's episode of our newspaper review. We're glad to have you here. Mr. Oyewa, are you with us? All right, Paris Festival, good morning. Innocent Oyemena, good morning.
Good morning. I don't even know what the topic. How are you doing?
Very well.
What is your topic today? I don't even.
Okay.
LSO, not there yet.
No, it's not around, it's busy. Samaripa actually is asking, although I've not gotten there yet, I just went through the newspaper. So, but the major topic is that Ekpa is 6 doctors of its choice. It's telling them that they should allow telling the right to the DSS to allow Nnamdi Kanu 6 doctors of his choice. And then on the other side, Enugu lost 10 billion naira to sit at home.
Enugu lost how much?
10 billion naira.
Every Monday, Abby?
To sit at home. Yes.
10 million or 10 billion?
Billion.
Billion.
Yes, sir.
So Enugu look like a state where they get 10 billion a month. These people keep deceiving themselves. All these people, I don't even know people. I don't even know how they reason. And think it's olden days that you just come out and tell people anything you like. Enugu look like, by men looking at Enugu, the situation, the condition of that state, did it look like a state that earned 10 billion naira only on Mondays? 10 billion only on Mondays. And that state is, the condition is like that. That means all of them are criminals. They are more than criminals. If they share 10 billion naira to each person in Enugu, do you know how much they will get? Everywhere will be massive development now. Massive business. There will be no any hunger. State where no reach even no reach 4 million. I mean, where no reach 7 million. You are earning only on Monday 10 billion. Idiot. These people no one may abuse them. They no get sense. Just come, they tell this his people were in gather. They tell them all this kind of stories. Rubbish. The one that they have been getting since all this while, what did they use it for? When hunger is everywhere. No hospital, nothing. No infrastructure. Nothing. Nah, I don't even want to talk about this. About our Prime Minister. He's doing a great job. DSS, Zoo Police should allow our leader to make choice of his own doctor. Not POS to choose doctor for him. He has already made his own choice. The doctor that will come and treat him. They should leave that young man alone. Let him even go. Because that country is not working. That's why they are doing, anybody is doing whatever is like. To know, but every time you go to talk, only talking can't talk. Every small thing he go come out, grant interview. Whether if he smoke finish, he go want to talk. If he smoke weed finish, take cocaine, he go like to talk. Since all this while he has been talking. May he close his mouth, may we see what thing they do. Thank you. What about your friend? Your second?
She's fine, sir.
Okay. She never get phone, Abby.
Not yet.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'll mute my mic for here for now.
All right, thank you so much. And on this, there's this Tinubu's policy advisory council proposes sale of NNPC stakes in oil and gas assets. It said President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's policy advisory council has proposed the sale of the major stakes of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, that's the NNPC. Sir Alex, you're welcome. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. How are you doing?
Fine, sir.
Mr. Ayo, good morning for you. I'm in Lamiri. I went to declare baby, so I cannot even tell. Yes, let me just listen to you people.
Okay, sir.
Okay. I'm watching, but I cannot talk.
All right, sir. Okay, so continue with this. It said in the upstream, the midstream, and downstream sectors of the oil and gas industry. This they gathered from the Policy Advisory Council reports dated May 2023. It said that the federal government will earn about $17 billion from the sale of the NNPC's majority stakes in the oil and gas assets. According to the submission from the Energy and Natural Resources subcommittees of the Advisory Council, Tinubu's administration should consolidate the regulatory agency by merging the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, Nigeria's Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, and the Nigeria Content Development and Monitoring Board under a single regulator. The members of the council include Austin Avuro, Olu Veelgen, Abdulrazak Isa, Bashir Bello, Ifeanyi Ajilosuku, Doyin Akiaju, Tiwande Sade, Ahmed Zakari, George Etomi, among others. They propose that the government should work towards achieving some milestone within the first 100 days, ending August 2023. The council advised Tinubu's administration to reorganize NUPRC and NMDPRA to deliver set milestone goals and health on and place capable resources in critical positions in the oil and gas sector. The council further advised that the president should head on competent, tested, reform-focused leadership in NNPCL. And ensure the company discharges its functions as a commercial entity. Its function as a commercial entity as stipulated in the Petroleum Industry Act. The council advised the NNPC should also be strengthened and placed in a position where it should be paying taxes, royalties, and profit to the Federation account and properly regulated by NUPRC, NDPRA, and NCDMB. Though the president has removed the petrol subsidy, the council, which was set up with Tinubu, emerged as the president-elect, equally proposed the deregulation of petrol pricing and implementing the federal direct cash transfer program with the disbursement of $8 billion in direct cash transfer to the poorest 30 million Nigerians. It advised the president to end insecurity in oil-producing states. Particularly in Imo, Delta, Ondo, Rivers, Bayelsa, and Akwa Ibom by engaging key political and community stakeholders. The council called for the reforming of the operation of the military task force with clearly defined key performance indicators and consistent management to tackle deficiency to improve financing in the oil and gas sector. And so that's all on this. Let me play a video.
Went through one of my best time in life in the Senate, and also went through one of my difficult period. Also in this Senate. Before I came to the Senate, before I came into politics, I can buy anything body can buy. I'm not a thief. Those that put me in prison know the reason they put me in prison. They took over all my businesses. and want to kill me. But I survived it. I'm in the Senate with you people. It's not the end to what we have done. It's not the end to United Nigeria. It's not the end to Brothers Keeper. But these senators I called were with me. I never lacked. When the PDP that I was governor for 2 terms was being formed, I brought every money they used in forming that party. Every penny in 1997 and 98. And I later became a thief. And people I gave transport money from my house in VI became angels. This is what Nigeria represents. I want to thank my colleagues for giving me these 4 years of uninterrupted support. Because this country is not fair to so many of us. I built this country, I employed 13,800 workers. People employing nobody. And nobody asked them their source of wealth. I have 3 factories in Lagos, Nigeria. I have 2 factories in Ota, build manufacturing. I have 3 factories in Aba, manufacturing. And I'm a thief. And people that cannot explain where their source of wealth come from, they are not thieves. I leave everything in the hands of God. May God be the judge.
Thank you very much, Chief Whip.
When I use network they disturb, I've been at the video where they play crying wolf.
It's the video.
Or the video,
Yes, sir.
well, it's all over the social media. I just want to tell our senior brother, our uncle, Ojo Zokano. I can feel his pain in the sense of after betraying his people. Although before he came into politics, I know he has money. Actually, they are among the people that sponsor Obasanjo. It's all these guys are IBB guys, Maradona. All these guys they are in group of men like that help IBB to do people, to push drugs. I think that's where he make his little wealth before joining the politics. Before they brought Obasanjo and co in. Before they start looting state money to join their own wealth. All these things is vanity upon vanity. When you look where he is coming from, the game he has played till now, you will see that he has lost everything. Because when you betray your people, your buyer will not trust you again. He betrayed Abba people when he was their governor. He betrayed them very, very well. He betrayed his brother, which is our leader. He betrayed us. He killed his people. All this thing is just to favor Fulani. And they don't learn a lesson from history. They don't learn. These people that you see that our dean, Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, told you that we are not one. You can't stand with them. They don't learn a lesson. Upon that, you make friends with them. They use you from Nyash. They use him. Use and dump. As you see them, they use them. They use them for Nash, then dump them. They use them for all these 3 guys are homo. homosexual. Then Fulani don't turn them to homosexual. So that's what he's crying for. They have used him front and back and dumped him. The money that he got before, he has nothing anymore. And after crying, he still support one Nigeria. After crying, he couldn't even put pen on paper and he resigned. That's how a man do. If you talk finish, you put pen on paper, resign, that you are not in support of one Nigeria again. You leave them and go. But he cannot do it. He doesn't have the boss because he has betrayed a lot. So it served right for him. But others will never learn a lesson. All of them has killed their people, brothers and sisters. That's my take on that. Thank you.
Lord, send forth your spirit and renew the face of the earth. Lord, send forth your spirit and renew the face of the earth.
Okay, this one on our church. On our church be this one. Where you put here. The music is sweet.
Okay, Mr. Ira, thank you so much. And please let's not forget to click the like button. Then what I really want to ask Mr. Yoruba, it's concerning the NNPC. Because now they're talking about the money that's there. Whether I don't know if it's the money they're expecting or the money that comes in and the money they want to use to help millions of Nigerians. And now the price subsidy is still, they also inflate that price. What do you have to say about that? I thought there's also reduce the price. At least NNPC should be cheaper than every other fuel station.
People that are supposed to help them and reduce the price are this NLC and co. But they withdraw back from their strike. Assuming they put on that strike and put pressure on them, they could have shifted the price. The man, their leader, that leader of NLC, Labor something, has a point. Because these people don't have competition. A Aboki man can fix price that is like. He doesn't care if people are dying to buy the fuel. He doesn't care because most of them use free fuel. Most of them that are serving the federal government are using free fuel, so they don't feel the pain. You understand? So the only way that they can reduce the price is when they see that people are no more participating in fuel like before. Like I saw one thing on social media. One man is this one carburetor that they construct in a generator that is using gas. So the man was one Imo State man like that. They have been importing that this thing, carburetor, so that you can fix it in your generator and be using gas. And the man was talking that he normally use fuel of 7,000 in a day, but now this gas can last for 1 week and for 7,000. So when they move into that session now, you will see that all these greedy men, because when that NLC man was talking, he said fuel come into the country in the rate of 90 something naira. I think what he said. So how come they now upgrade it to 500 or for something? So these people are greedy men. They don't think about you. They don't think about the masses. They only think about themselves. Just like Ojo Okano thinking about himself and his family. So I don't see any changes in that place. Talking about giving masses money. Is it 5,000? 5,000 that they will give to you Can he reach a day? Can he reach a small pikin, 2 people to eat food? Where they will come and give you 5,000 naira every month.
Even the
That
5,000
doesn't
naira, it won't reach all
that
dogs.
doesn't that does not make sense now. It doesn't make sense.
Like even during COVID-19
Okay,
that
Natasha Pasiba. Yani to that what is this? So yani to that.
okay, Mr. Oyewa, please, if you are done, you can unmute yourself. And okay, so even the palliative, talking about giving 5,000, even the palliative they won't share, did not get to everybody. And now
Even the palliative then they share before. They give them before. They packed it. They did not even share it to anybody. Even though they decided to share it, how many village will it reach people? Talk
they
less
did
of
not
5,000. This 5,000 that they are talking about now, they only put it in the north. They only face in the north and some part of west. It will not reach everybody. What is 5,000 naira? All these are rubbish. You understand? Is it not, instead of you to give them 5,000, why can't you use that 5,000 and give to NNPC and still continue with the subsidy? Is it not the same thing? This people doesn't have sense. So is it not almost the same thing? You give them 5,000 naira because of you increase fuel, you remove subsidy. Why can't you put that 5,000 naira that you want to give to masses, give it to NNPC and make the fuel come down for a minimum that they can afford? These people doesn't have sense. They think like I don't even know how they think. There is nothing you can give the masses, even if you say may you the share indomie for the whole villages. It's not enough. You cannot satisfy them because you cannot give them money and give them afternoon and give them night. It doesn't work that way. Because all these people are useless. You understand? So that even is it not the same 5,000 or how much the former this past government give? When they ask the woman, Zainab Babi, what is his name? That why he did not share to Southeast people. He said their brothers are in overs. They used to send money for them. That is one Nigeria. The whole money was shared in the north and some part of west.
So are they
The
trying to
rest,
say,
you said?
should be working for people at home?
You said? Hello, come again, Kawe.
I said I'm not ashamed to say that. Does that mean those people overseas travel because they want to be feeding their families here?
Oh, they are not ashamed now. You know, say this is all these are Fulani people.
And the government over there don't take care of them. So how would they get money to send? Why do the
That's
people get money for themselves as well?
that is Fulani people. They are not ashamed to say anything on national television. And she will be bold saying it. That why they did not give to Southeast because they have brothers in overseas. They will send money to them. And when they are bringing out this budget of a thing, they said all Nigerians. But when the money get to their hand, they will divert it, give only to their people. Even when you go to that north self, they may even give only to Alamajiris and pack the remaining one and eat. The Christians, they will not give. The Christians over there, they will not give to them. Even though they give to them, they give to one person or two. That country is not working. Country that doesn't have database. How can you know people that you want to share money to give? How can you know them? You can't even know all of them. You understand? You just meet people on the street or you give one local chairman or one king. He will call his people that he loves to come and take. What about the rest people? So that is why we say the country. Before that country can, even Jesus Christ, Abiala, cannot rule that country and get it right because the foundation is very bad. It's just like as we are having our own freedom now that we have database, we have tax, we have all these things, put them in place. From there, from that channel now, everything will be building up. We're building up. You will follow that channel, we're building up. Everything will be building. That's how the country works. Not country, no any country that doesn't have database. In civilized world, not in that zoo, because Britain knows say that place is not a country. A country that a citizen will move, you will not know how many citizens that move in a day. You will just be guessing. They always guess. And look, all of them, they always guess. They don't have database where you can check how many people that enter, how many people that come in, how many people that they delivered in a year. They can only guess, nothing else. So that is the problem that we are having. That's why we don't want to associate ourselves with that country, because we are more wiser than the rest of them. We Westerners are more wiser. You can't be competing with yourself with illiteracy. Even as I not go school, so I dey wise more than all those people, vice president, Shetima and co. Far wiser than them, because I they think very well. So that is the problem here. Those are people that are making decision to wise people. You see, it doesn't make sense, because they will lead you inside bush. So that is the point. There is no anything. What I'm just praying is that this gas of a thing, this carburetor they fix in generator, they use gas to power it, and they last very well, weeks, months. If people go into that strategy now, you will see this fuel now will fall. If people are not participating in this fuel now very well, you will see it will go down by fire, by force. Because these people are wicked. Have you come across of what I'm telling you now?
No, I didn't get that.
The thing they read now and where now, a carburetor, you get assuming now, I go forward and to LXO, go forward it to you. Assuming all this big gen, you get one carburetor where them work for China, where them brought new. So then they fix them for all this big gen and small gen. There is the small one at 2,000, the big one at 6,000. So then go fix them. Then this cylinder of gas, then go connect them with this cylinder of gas. Then go put that cylinder one side, then go take wire, run them to the gen with the this thing, with the carburetor. So when you buy gas, it will be powering the generator. So you can use it 2 weeks, 3 weeks longer.
Okay, talking about that, we're actually having issue with our gas here. You can feel like last time we filled 6 kg. 6 kg of gas did not last a week. So I really
6
have
kg. 6
yes,
kg is how much?
6 kg, that's 4.8.
4.8.
That's before this fuel subsidy actually. 4.8. I don't
Okay.
know now, but
But
now it's
now,
all 1,000 over.
now it's like it has gone down. The gas, they reduced money of gas now. I think so. I had it in social media. They
Yeah,
reduced the money of gas.
a kg of gas before now was 1,000.
I thought they say 800 now or something like that. So it doesn't last like how many days?
It does not even last 1 week. In some places it's 800. In some places you can say 750. But in my side here, kg of gas is 950, and even the same place too, in other area too, the same place is still
Okay,
1,000.
it doesn't reach up to 1 week.
Oh, and you're
As
not
in,
even
are
outside, you're
you
not
owning it day and night? Day and night,
no.
I'll be only night.
Before now, how the gas runs is that no matter how you cook, you can use a kg of gas for 1 week. Even if you like, you can even cook beans like 5 times. You know, beans takes time to done. You can cook beans 3 times, and
Okay, you are talking about the cook. Okay,
your gas
I'm
will last.
listening.
But now the gas will not even last long again. Like I was shocked when we saw that 6 kg of gas did not last 1 week, and we didn't even really do anything that much.
Well, the person that is saying this thing, he use it 24 hours. So he said before he buys 7,000, it doesn't last whether it's a day or a week, I don't know. But uses for work 24 hours. But now he uses 24 hours and they last more than a week. So that is the point there. So
See,
peop-
you feel Because these days now they're trying to get profit, at times if they can even feel here if you're not careful. They can feel here for you and the stuff is still not even last. But if you get to meet those that are genuine, yeah, they'll feel it well and you use it well. Just the
Uh,
way it is. Corruption is just everywhere.
and I think know how you can when people are used to this now, this system that just come out. If people are used to it, fuel will go down. Then the gas also will go down because they will have more demand. So
Yeah,
that is the angle that I'm going. Because if all these criminal that are selling fuel, if they did not see buyer, uh they will reduce it by fire by force because all of them are criminals. And when they now they depend on Dangote refinery. When Dangote refinery now start working, and all of them will fix price. They will fix the same price there because they have seen that people have beginning to buy into that price. You can never, because it doesn't have competition. Assuming Warri refinery is working and Delta and all this refinery is working, there will be a competition. So if you did not lower your own, another person will lower his own. But they embezzle the money. Fulani embezzle the money. Nobody, no people, no set of people in that country. As in, Fulani is the highest embezzling of government fund. Highest. Upon say they did not go school, they will be looting it without no mercy. Fulani, they'll be looting it without no mercy. You understand? Look at how much they said they're supposed to use it and build refinery. They went and used it and built Niger and the Dangote own, complete it. Just like somebody that said, just that the way they said they want to launch Nigeria Airways, they did nothing and they embezzled the money. Fulani. Well, only God will help. So if you see that carburetor, may wanna buy and try, they use that one instead of people to die in this fuel of thing. I wanna try and buy. I believe before this week go end now, the carburetor go full for market. People go use that way they survive
okay, thank you so
because
much.
because
Peter,
that country is very hard.
Mrs. Ellie Peters, yes, I've posted the number there. And I posted the number is also on the screen. All right, thank you,
Some
Mr. Ewa, for staying tuned with us today. I think you're done, right? So give me your complete right.
so LSO show up here. He did not what happened again?
It's not disposed right now.
Okay, he's busy.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
My final submission is this, that everyone should support the disintegration of that country, that zoo, because nothing can work out from there. Support Biafra restoration. Thank you.
all right, thank you. And also to appeal to the government of this country, the government of Nigeria. If you want peace, you want oh separation of a thing is because of the way the economy is going and it's favoring a lot. If you want it not to be set, if you don't want it that way, you should try and work on it and keep to your promises, not making promises here and there without sticking to it, or just saying things that you won't do. You need to change. So, some- so for Nnamdi, he needs proper treatment. So you try and grant him to his doctors, or we are to be close. Let's take
Cause and forth your spirit and renew the face of the earth. Lord, send forth your spirit.
Lord my God, how great you are. How many are your works, O Lord? The earth is full of your creatures.
Lord, send forth your spirit and renew the face of the earth.
You take away the breath they died, returning to the dust from which they came. You send forth your spirit and they are created, and you renew the face of the earth.
Lord, send forth your spirit and renew the face of the earth.
May the glory of the Lord last forever. May the Lord rejoice in his word. May my thoughts be pleasing to him. I will rejoice in the Lord.
Lord, send forth your spirit and renew the face.
Same station tomorrow.
Lord, send forth your spirit and renew the face of the earth.
Lord, send forth your spirit and renew the face of the earth.
Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Oh Lord my God, how great you are. How many are your works, oh
Okay, Bushi, good morning. We just have 1 minute left. Good morning. Bushi, are you with us? Okay, seems like he's having challenge connecting. Alright, no problem. Thank you for joining us and see you same time tomorrow.
Lord, send forth your spirit and renew the face of